boy, here we go. What's up, everybody? What's up, Vina? Yep, first. Heck yeah. Can you hear me fine? Tawana, what's up? You guys hear me? What's up, Kathy? Lori, what's up? What's up, Hidden Heights? What up? John? Fun RV Creations. Hey, guys. The Bee Lady, Hilltown, John Lord. How you guys doing? Can you guys hear me just fine? What's up, Silverman? Joy Jubilee. Oh, cool. Okay, you guys can hear me and everything. Good. What's up, Anita? Gravy. How many does it say is in here now? What's up, Bass Family Haven? Cool. Susan. Breakaway Homesteader. 10-4, Kathy. Anybody get hit by the ice storm? We got ice. We weren't supposed to get any, but we ended up getting some. What's going on here? $28, sweet. Is it buffering or anything? Is it working good for you guys? Okay, we got quite a few in here. This is part of the Homestead Network, which you guys probably already know that. I appreciate you guys coming over and watching me. And if you guys get a chance and you haven't checked it out, check out the homesteadnetwork.com and check out all the other channels that are on there. How did you like the ice storm? Nate Dunn? Yeah, I know, right? We got enough just so I can just enough to call the meteorologists liars because we weren't supposed to get any. Thanks, B Lady. If I don't see your messages, I'm kind of further away from the screen tonight than I usually am. Let me scoot it up. Fun RV Creations. I am new to your channel. Where are you located? I'm in Northeast Oklahoma. What's up, Recycled? Okay, guys, let's get started. Today I'm going to be talking about hogs and why we decided to raise hogs. And if you guys got any questions, just do it in all caps. That way I can catch it. But if you don't do it in all caps, it's not a big deal. I might just not be able to see it. But I want to go over a few facts that I wrote down. I looked some stuff up. History of pigs. B-Lady, yeah, we got the ice storm. Not a whole lot, just a little bit though. More than we were supposed to. Okay, pigs were first brought to the Americans by who? Columbus in 1493. And then, I don't know if I'll say this right, De Soto in 1539. And other early explorers also brought pigs to the colonies. As colonies were established, pigs were imported from England, Spain, Portugal, and other countries. The types of pigs imported were not well documented until after about 1800. This is when the names of breeds began to appear in the history record books. Let's see here. Respect the host or you'll be toast. It's awesome. Northern California just ended its many-year drought status, more rain. Yeah, John Lord, I got family that lives out in California, and my uncle was telling me all about it. That's crazy. Okay, so the most important were the imported breeds. I might say these wrong, so forgive me. Berkshire, the Big China, and the Irish Grazer, which were widely used to improve the common stocks that were already here. They were essentially part of every farm being used for home production as lard and pork. Pig breeds were traditionally classified as one of two types, lard or bacon. Now, see, I didn't save my lard this last time. I've never done anything with our lard. I saved it from the first few hogs that we did, but I end up just giving it away. But this next time when we raise hogs in the spring, I'm definitely going to keep the lard. That way, I can make the soaps and other things that people are making with them also. Lard breeds were used to produce lard as cooking fat. And this, I didn't know this. I don't know if you guys knew this or not. I'm sure some of you guys did. They used to use lard for mechanical lubrication. I didn't know that. That's pretty neat. Let me fix this camera so I'm not so far back. Sorry about that. Is there any questions? Show some love. All right, yeah. Okay. Mechanical lubrication. I didn't know that. And I got a little history on that. Let me see if I can find it here. These pigs were compact and thick with short legs and deep bodies. The market for lard was very strong during World War II when it was used in the manufacture of explosives. See, I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. They used to use everything like that back in the day. With most of the lard delivered for military purposes, people had to switch to vegetable oils for cooking. So that right there is a little bit of history on why we use vegetable oil now. As a common practice to use vegetable oils all started back in the World War II era when lard wasn't available because they were making explosives for the war. So that's pretty neat. But after the war, these oils were marketed as healthier fats, and the lard never regained its place in the diet. So that explains why it's not common use anymore. That's pretty cool. See if I got any questions yet. How much medical care did you need to do with your hogs? I wondered about shots, worming, etc. Bubba, our hogs, I've never medicated them. The feed that we get has some sort of medication in them. And I've never had any issues with worms or anything like that. But when we first got into the hog, not really business, but just raising the hog for personal use, we did have one hog die on us, and I'll discuss that here in a minute on what I think it was. Is there any more questions? Our frill hogs came from the hogs that came from the Spain. They escaped and became wild. Yep. Back to the chat. Okay. Grown and made lard oil. Yep, the sucker has gone soon. Okay, old ladies. Have I missed any questions, guys? Just repost them. Forgive me if I miss them. Pork lard makes the best pie crust. What's up, Grace? Is that Nana Grace? I've never used lard for pie crust, so I'll have to look that up. That's pretty cool. Do what? Oh, really? My wife told me one of our friends actually uses that. Was it pretty good? I guess it's really good. Thanks for the info, Grace. I'm going to scroll up here and look at some more if I miss any more questions. I'm scrolling down. Okay. No questions. My chat disappeared. I don't know what's going on with that. Okay. We've had 3 different hogs out on the homestead from over the last 4 or 5 years. The first ones we had were Yorkshires, and those were the first 2 that we had. We had 2 Yorkshires, and we were new to the homesteading and didn't know a whole lot about them. I mean, we knew that you had to feed and water them, give some shelter. But other than that, as far as sickness and stuff, and I'll tell you, that was my mistake because we got excited. I got excited to get animals out here, and I wanted pigs and hogs real bad because I wanted to have our own meat, raise our own food, But my mistake was I got the hogs. I kept them longer than I should have and it got into the winter months. And for me, I'll never do that again. It's terrible. And some of you guys might keep them year round. You guys might keep them during the winter. That's awesome. I'm not going to do it anymore because it's just a pain in the butt. It's hard to go out there every single morning before you go to work and bust the ice and do all that. I could put a automatic feeder out or water out there with a heater in it, but I don't want to mess with it. So now on, what we do now is get them in the spring, raise them through the summer, and butcher them in the fall before the cold weather comes. It just saves a lot of headache. See if I got any questions. Or half. I keep losing the chat. Any questions yet? Susan, I don't like the taste of lard. It makes lye soap with it. Oh, cool. Yeah, I want to make some soap and stuff like that too. So this next time we'll keep all the lard for sure. So the Yorkshire, and this, all right, the dehydration for people who are thinking about getting hogs or didn't know this, which if you got hogs, you probably know this. They can dehydrate, I think, within 24 hours. Let me read something I got pulled up right here. The need of water. Water is one of the most important and essential nutritions required by animals. We all know that. Okay, I'll skip some of this. Okay, dehydration issues. If water is withheld from a growing pig for more than 24 hours, it may result in salt poisoning. Salt poisoning is common in all ages, and pigs is related to the shortage of water. The same syndrome is seen when pigs consume feed or water with high concentrations of salt. Okay, let's see, poisoning, water deprived, and occurred following pump breaks. Okay, I want to tell you guys the signs. Okay, always dehydration signs and symptoms. Always check the water supply, especially if pigs are not eating. Signs develop within 24 to 48 hours: thirst, lack of appetite, and constipation. The first signs are often pigs trying to drink unsuccessfully. Nervousness and pigs wandering around apparently blind. Incoordination. Nose twitching just before intermittent convulsions. Mortality is usually high. Okay, now that's what I'll get back to my wife saying we lost one, and this is what happened. What's up, Rimbold Farm in the house? Hey, Dutch, everyone I made to the Dutch. Thanks. Dutch, someone asked how many pigs do you have? Okay, thanks for reposting that. Just if you guys would keep reposting until I answer it. I don't have any right now. What we do is we raise 2 every year. Sometimes we raise them for a family member or a friend, or sometimes we'll sell one. And but we all raise 2 because I've always heard they do better with 2, and I think they do. I mean, from my experience, I think they do fine with 2. And so right now we don't have any, but in the spring, when spring's just around the corner, I'll go to the sale and I'll get 2 more. And I've actually got some friends from church that want to raise a hog out here, and they live in town, and I'm more than happy to help them out. But yeah, we don't have any right now, but in a couple months we'll go get 2 from the sale. And next time I go to the sale, I'm going to try to video it to show you guys what our sale looks like over here in our area. Okay, I'll get back to what I was talking about. I think I was talking about our pigs dehydrating. We had the Yorkshires. Those are the first 2 we had. But I got them. I didn't butcher them before winter was over. The winter came up on us because I got them late summer. Had them during the winter, and we were in the process of building out here back and forth. So I'd have to come out here every day and bust the water and do all that. Well, it was a rookie mistake. I forgot to come one day and bust the water. So it was 24 to 48 hours before I made it back out here. I busted the water up. One was perfectly fine, but the other one was just walking around all dizzy. Just losing its balance, just acting crazy. I put the water up to its nose. It wouldn't drink. It wasn't eating. So I started looking things up, and I was like, man, it's dehydrated. And I did not know a hog or pig or whatever you want to call it could dehydrate as quick as it can. It was only 24 hours, a little over 24 hours. That didn't have any water. One of them did just fine, but the other one it died. Its whole belly it turned purple. It looked all bruised. All over its body just looked bruised. And we had no idea why. But now, going back, it's because it dehydrated within 24 hours. That was my experience with it. So you guys, my recommendation is, if you're just wanting to get a couple of hogs a year like I do, get them in the spring, butcher them in the fall. That seems to work best for us. Okay, did I miss any more questions?
say they can have shock too, like they get stressed.
Yeah, what's that? Yeah, my wife was saying about how easy they could get stressed out, and it could have died. I think it died from dehydration, but it also could have just died from stress. But it had all the signs of dehydration. John Lord, dehydration pigs will eventually cook from the inside out. That's crazy. I felt terrible about it because it was my fault, and I'm not 100% sure that's what it was. But all the signs went back to that. Hey, we'll talk about pigs for another 15 or 20 minutes, whatever you guys want to do. And then we can talk about some other stuff. You guys have questions about anything else I got going on? I'm going to scroll back up here and see if I missed any questions. Hey, what are some of the what's some of your guys' favorite? Mr. Rain, why me, Dutch? What's going on, Mr. Rain? What's it doing? The Amish raise pigs here in southern central Pennsylvania. Yeah, comedian, we have a big Amish community around here, and they raise about anything you think of. Old Ways asked if you had a smokehouse. Old Ways, no, I don't have a smokehouse. I have an offset smoker, but that's something eventually I would like to do because I just think it's cool, and you can get a lot of use out of it. I don't butcher my own hog, but eventually, if I get the setup for it because they're so heavy and stuff, I probably would do it. Dutch, the sad thing is when they do get dehydrated, you have to start an IV with fluids. Man, that's crazy, Teresa. We raised 2 pigs, one to eat, sell, one to pay. Exactly, Nate Dunn. That's exactly the purpose that we did it. They said, "Hi, Mrs. Dutch." It's Lady. Her nickname around here is Lady Dutch. I got the T-shirt to prove it. Mr. Rain, how's the rabbits doing? The rabbits are doing awesome. They're all doing great. Just went out there actually about right before I came in here and watered them again. Their food got a little wet, so I scraped it all out and put some fresh food in there for them. Bee Lady, I'm in Oklahoma, northeast Oklahoma. Rental farm, yeah, smokehouse would be awesome. Did someone ask me something about processing? Let me scroll back up here. Luke's human. Do you butcher your own pigs or send it to the butcher? Okay, all right. Good question. And no, I don't butcher my own just because I don't. We live in this pole barn, and I could do stuff outside, but we don't have a lot of storage room out here, so I don't want to go out there and hang a big hog and just make a big mess in front of everything. Now, once we build our house and this turns into our shop or whatever we decide to do, then I probably will start processing my own. Now, that's the thing too, guys. If you haven't ever raised hogs and you're cost of butchering, or do you barter? Okay, I'll answer that too. Breakaway. They do not originally native to North. They are not originally. No, Teresa, I actually went over that, and Christopher Columbus is the first one that brought these over back in 1493. What was I talking about? I can't remember what I was talking about.
If you're gonna butcher them.
About butcher, I see your all's questions, and I get off subject, so forgive me for that. But yeah, eventually I do want to start butchering them. I want to get the right saws and stuff. I butcher our lambs, chickens. I'll do our rabbits, and I do deer. Those are all a little bit smaller game animals. Once you butcher a hog, you're talking 250, 300 pounds. I mean, that's a lot of stuff. You gotta have the setup for it. Let's see here. What was I talking about? Cost of butchery. Oh, okay. That's what I was going to tell you guys. If you're thinking about getting hogs and you've never got hogs before, and you're really considering doing it, one of the things to consider: are you going to do it yourself, or are you going to take it to the butcher? I suggest if you don't have any experience in butchering animals, take it to the butcher the first few times before you get confident enough, clean some deer and get practice at it, and learn all the cuts and all that stuff. But we used one butchering process in place, probably 20, 25 miles from. We used it 2 or 3 times. And that when we first got the pigs and were butchering them, and got the meat back, and I was like, man, excuse me, I got a cough. We were like, the pork chops were awesome, but the bacon, we just weren't a real big fan of the bacon. I mean, we love the store-bought bacon, which I'm sure all you guys do too. With when you first transition to raising hogs and stuff, and we missed the store-bought bacon, which we ate all that bacon, and it just they didn't do something to it. I don't know if they didn't smoke it right. It just didn't taste right. And so the first we did that 2 or 3 times, and then my friend suggested go to this other processing place that he's took 15 hogs up there, and it's always awesome. Okay, well then, so we got a red wattle. A red wattle was one of our hogs we got, and I took it to the new processing place. They can see you. So I took it to the new processing place, and I got it back, and by far the red wattle of the 3 that we raised, the Poland China, the Yorkshire, and red wattles, was absolutely the best bacon. But I took it to the new processing place too. So was it the new processing place or was it the actual red wattle? I think it was the actual red wattle and had a little bit to do with the processing. Let me see if I can get caught up on some of these questions. How do you diss them? Shotgun or side? John, I don't butcher my own hogs, but as far as the chicken, we just cut their throat. I haven't butchered any of our rabbits yet. I've cleaned them. I've cleaned some out in the field. They were already dead. The deer were already dead. I did butcher a lamb. I discharged it with the 22. That's what they do at the butcher shops. Me and my daughter took our last hog up there, and she actually got to watch him shoot like a 1,600 pound bull. That old boy. I actually had on video. I don't think I have it anymore. They're right in the middle of town. They got a cinder block wall. Just a cinder block wall. And they got their corral and stuff. Well, they walked this big old bull in there, put him in front of the cinder block wall. This old boy jumps up on the corral, pulls his 22 out. I'm pretty sure it's 22. He pulls it right in the middle of town, gets on it, waits for a little bit, and shoots right between the eyes. I was like, holy crap. And there was people walking back and forth out of that place when he did that. I couldn't believe it. I was in shock. I was like, I'm glad I wasn't back there. That's how they discharge him at the butcher. Red wattle meat is so good. Joy Jubilee, yeah, that is the best, by far the best we've had. And I'm going to try to, and I got this, our red wattles we got from oh, he's not in here, or he was in here. Hidden Heights Homestead, that's where he raised them for a while. How would you describe the dementia of the red wattle? I'm not sure. The demeanor. Oh, what's that like?
Demeanor, like are they friendly?
Yeah, okay.
Or are they...
The red wattle, since we've had the Poland China by far was the most friendly one, and we spent a lot of time out there with it. The Yorkshires were pretty friendly. They come up to you. The red wattles, these ones were skittish, and we got them in their little piglets. And and we didn't spend a whole lot of time out there with them because once you start getting your homestead built up, you're spending time all over the place. Plus, having a good process in place, we have book our livestock months. Yeah, exactly. But I have to call at least. I'll call 2 months ahead to this process in place to get a spot. But the red wattle, I mean, they weren't aggressive by any means. I actually have a video out how to load up pigs or how to load a pig, and those were the red wattles, and they're going crazy in there. It's pretty funny to watch. You guys need to go watch that. But yeah, they were the most skittish ones by far. And I'll also we'll talk about pins for a minute. I actually have, if you YouTube how to build a pig pen, mine was the first video up there. It's one of my very early videos. It's actually on a different channel. I don't mess with anymore. But if you YouTube, that's me. I got my 2 little, I think they're the Yorkshires. And it doesn't even show how I built it, but it shows it brand new. So you guys should check that out. That's how I did my setup. But one thing, I just used the hog panels, cattle panels, whatever. And the first few sets of pigs we got were probably already 40 or 50 pounds. So I didn't have any problems with them getting out at all. They were too big for the holes. And I put chicken wire over our gate so they couldn't get through the gate. Well, then we got the Poland China, and it was a show hog for my niece. And this little sucker was like 20 pounds. And I told his ag teacher brought it over. What's up, Cockeyed Homestead? Good evening. When the ag teacher brought it over, I was like, man, I don't know. Because they said, you want to leave it at our farm or you want to bring it to the house? I said, if you won't get out of my pen, bring it on out to the house. So he brings it over and he goes, oh, we won't get out of there. I said, I don't know. It's pretty little. I think it's going to get out. And but I have my pig pen inside my sheep pen. And so he left. I went back out there and the sucker got out and was all over the place. So it took us a while to catch it. Well, eventually, I put it back in. We put some boards up. It got out again. So then I had some leftover chain link fence my friend gave me. So I chain link fenced the whole inside of the pig pen. Is that Hayden? Of the pig pen, and nothing's getting out of there. So right now my sheep are using our pig pen with the lean-to. They're using it as a shelter. And they're going to be lambing. Some of them are going to be lambing in the next month, and I'll use that as a lambing stall too. I'll scroll up here and see if I missed any. Mrs. Dutch, I love the way you did the wall behind you. They like the wall behind you. She said, thanks a lot. Plus having, okay, yep, mites, we belong to the bee club. Oh, yeah, guys, sorry. I wasn't going to talk about bees tonight. If you watched my one video, I said I'm probably going to talk about bees, but I changed my mind at the last second because I was doing research on pigs. And I know a little bit more about pigs than I do bees because this is my first year doing bees. But next week, I'm going to try to talk about bees. I'm going to do a lot more research so I can give you guys some information that that's right. I don't want to steer anybody the wrong way. Hayden, quit. I just got photobombed again.
What's that mean?
Anita Silverman. Let's see. Nice comedian. Hive inside greenhouse happy. You got, yeah. You got me on cattle panels, Bob Homestead. I got you like you don't know what they are. They're like hog panels. I call them cattle panels. They're just taller, I think. I think the actual, I could be wrong. The actual hog panels are shorter, I think. These are like cattle panels. What we call cattle panels out here are 4 feet tall, 4 to 8 inches. They got the little squares still at the bottom and work their way up till they get bigger and they're all bigger. But if I'm not... Luke's human. Hey Luke, that's Hayden, not Hadley. Nice try though. Good guess. I think Luke's on here. Luke, how many hens do you guys got now? Rental farm, I am thinking about raising bees this year. Rimbold Farms, I suggest that you do it. Just Rico's place. Dutch, I've talked to my bee guy tonight. If you give me a list of questions, I will ask him next week. Okay, Rico, sweet. Maybe we could figure out a way we could do a collaboration where you're on and we're both talking. I'll get with you. I'll call you later. Rimbold Farms, if I was you, get the bees, man. I'm glad we got them. Now, that's the thing with bees, guys. If you don't have bees, you don't know. But if you do have bees, you do know. There is so much to learn about bees. It seems like you're always learning something. And you can ask one guy one thing, they'll tell you something. This other guy will tell you a different thing. But I suggest you get them. We love them. Yes, we have a greenhouse in fall, winter, spring, roll around, summer, all warm. That's awesome. You got 7 hens, and one's really servicing. Let's see, I got some more stuff I want to talk to you guys about. Okay, the Poland China pig that we got, it was real muscled up. It was a show hog. We really given the protein to it, and we didn't really like its meat, and it might had something to do with the high protein diet we had it on. I mean, we ate it, but it wasn't as good as the Yorkshire or the red wattles. And I'm sold on red wattles.
That waddle
Okay.
is gross.
The wattle, yeah, the little wattle on their neck, 2 of them. That's what they're wattles. If you don't never seen one, you're like, what is that on their neck? I like to do bees one day. Love honey, and the pollination would be awesome. Heck yeah, Luke. Luke, you ought to get some. Bee lady. Venna usually can keep one hive backyard and see the zoning. Local bee lady is going to bring some hives out to our place. We'll eventually get started on them. Awesome. Susan, you guys will love them. Yeah, the red rental farms. We have 7-acre wildflowers, and they will help Shoot, yeah, get the bees, man. I know I got an email already from our bee guy. He's wanting us put orders in if we want them. So that if you look, people are already taking, Dutchy, people are already taking orders. So you need to get your order in now because they'll go quick. Llama Shearer sells some awesome honey, no GMO. Awesome. Hey, comedian, I liked your video on the peanut butter and what was it, honey bun. Take it you like peanut butter.
Maybe never.
Okay, I kind of discussed this a little bit ago. My advice to people that are new or thinking about getting hogs, consider what time of the year you're going to get the piglets. Like I said, we get them now after learning. Hey, quit, sis. Quit. After learning, we get them in the spring and butcher them in the fall. That's like ideal for us because we don't want to keep them year round. It's just less stress for us on the homestead. Okay, consider where to purchase your pigs. If you guys remember a couple years ago, what's she doing?
Can you see who this house is?
Yeah, just barely though. Not a big deal. All right, there you go. Well, that didn't help. Oh well. Okay, where to purchase your pigs? If you guys remember a couple years ago, all those pigs start dying everywhere, and the price just skyrocketed. At our local auction, we're going for $10 to $20 for a little piglet. But then after this ordeal happened with all the deaths, huh? That's watch the some kind of bird flu or pig flu or whatever. Got it with them. Anybody wanting my prep university? That sounds good. Spring to fall, no winter stuff. Exactly, Luke's human. Do your animals freak out from gunshots? I shoot a lot of. Wondered if they affect them. Bubba, I don't shoot a lot out here. In my video, how to butcher a lamb, I have one by it when I shot the other one, and it didn't affect it at all. So no, not really. My chickens they don't pay no attention to it. The sheep now they'll kind of go on alert, sheep will, yeah, but it doesn't hurt them or nothing. Okay, a couple years ago, all the pigs were dying, and we wanted to get pigs. So we just butchered ours in the fall. Now springtime is coming around. You could not find a pig on Craigslist to save your life. They weren't on there. No one had them. Me and my friend went to the auction, and piglets were bringing $120 for a piglet. And we're like, holy crap, I don't want to spend $120 on a piglet. And so we went the next week thinking, man, maybe we can just get in there and get one $50. Well, so we went the next week or whenever the next auction was, and the first lot that came out, we actually liked them. We was like, we like these. Let's see what we can get them for. My buddy did the bidding for me. He's been in the auction a lot more than me. I can't understand what these people are saying or what's going on. So he does a lot of the bidding for me. And I said, try to get them, man. I said, don't go over $80. We got two of them for $50 a piece. So $100 for two of them. And that was really good at the time, guys. But because now they're going for $10, $20 again, $10 or $20 again. But at the time, $50 was cheap. What was funny is no one else bid on them. I guess they're kind of just seeing where the price was going to be. So we got our pick, our choice. We got those. After that lot sold for $50 a piece, there's like a lot of like 7, 8, or something like that in there. They did not go for under $100. It was crazy. So consider, I know Craigslist can usually be kind of high when it comes to livestock. I would suggest trying to find a local auction or even a local breeder. You might just go to a local breeder and not buy from Craigslist if you don't have to. Okay, like we talked about earlier, water for pigs is very important. Always have a clean source of water for them, which is funny too because I think one of my videos I just filled up my my mud hole and they're all running around in it. And I got fresh water in my automatic pig water I made. Night and Nita, thanks for stopping by. I had a lot of water. I mean, that water was full, fresh, clean. They were over there drinking the muddy water. I started laughing. I'm like, okay, everyone's saying give them clean water because that's all they drink. No, they were drinking the muddy water. Piglets here around 40 to 60. Okay, yeah, so they're still kind of up there a little bit in your area too, aren't they? Do the local Amish sell pigs? Bee lady asked. I don't know. They probably do because they're Amish people. They're self-reliant, but they're out to make. I don't know if you guys know Amish. They're out to make the greenback. They like that money more than anybody. It's crazy, and they got a lot of it. So I'm sure they would sell them. Let's see. 4-H, yeah. We're wanting to get our daughters into 4-H, but we send them to a private school right now, and it's a small Christian private school about 5 miles from the house, and I'll give you how small it is. My 2 oldest daughters are first and second grade, and I think they got 10 or 11 students in first and second grade combined. So it's really small. They don't have anyone to do 4-H, but me and my wife have been talking about maybe me going up there and meeting with the principal and suggesting that maybe I could help with the 4-H, get it started, because we'd like to get them in 4-H and then eventually in Brandy, what's the other stuff after 4-H?
Well, 4-H, no, just like
4-H is for the little kids, and then after that, what was what's her name then? Ag, I guess, or something else.
You go to the school, like to the public school.
Yeah, there's something else, but how much need a saw traded pig for a gas saw? How much need a saw? So I traded a pig for a gas saw. That's awesome. But yeah, do you got any pigs? You guys got any more questions for us? I'm scrolling up here to see if I missed anything. Rental Farms, Dutch, I like your setup. You look cozy in the recliner. Yeah, I wanted to kind of relax. Okay, yeah, the reason why I'm in the recliner today, my wife can tell you, I'm a little upset that my Dallas Cowboys lost. I was like, I don't even want to do a live stream tonight. I'm so mad right now. I was so upset, and I usually don't get like that when it comes to football games, but I just wanted them to win. And so I was a little upset. I'm in a good mood now. I get to talk to you guys, so I'm doing good now. That's why I sit back here. I'm sitting in the recliner. I'm going to relax and I'm going to talk. Okay, so yeah, make sure then pigs will drink muddy water. I've seen it from my own eyes. It's crazy. But I guess you got to think when they're out in the wild, they don't always got a clean source of water or stream or lake. They'll go to the mud. They'll go wherever they can get water. I guess they have a self-filtering system in their body because these ones were drinking a lot of muddy water. I buy 5 truckloads of soil from the Amish farm every spring to put on my raised garden. That's awesome, community. FFA is what I was talking about. From 4-H.
Well, 4-H does. Like,
they don't show or nothing, do they?
Show.
Yeah, 4-H is just to kind of get them into something, I guess, and then they move on to FFA. And our private school doesn't offer that yet, but that might be something I go and try to get going. Night needed. Let's see. Try to scroll down here on the comments. Okay, and provide your pigs enough water. Good. Okay, another. I put a video out here a while back on things to know before you buy a pig, and I kind of go over this stuff. B Lady, we are in a local homestead barter group, so we work with several people to trade. That's awesome. I love to barter. Go Packers, Rico. You don't bring that nonsense in here about Packers.
You have the.
Yeah, I've made him a moderator, so now I can't silence him. Uncle Rico, you're going down next year. Okay, here I'll give you guys some advice. People who are watching this that never raise hogs, find a good cheap feed place where you get your feed for cheap. We got a local mill about 25 miles up the road, and we get like 50 pounds for like 7 something. I mean, cheap. And I actually put a video out on how much it costs to raise a hog, and it averaged out to $1 a day. And we've just fed it all grain, and it could even get cheaper than that if we fenced off enough pasture and let them run out and eat grass, because the heritage breeds eat a lot of the grass if you let them. So some advice is find a place where you can get cheap feed to keep your costs down, because you don't want to go to the Tractor Supply and buy your Dutch. You can always put your mod in timeout. I know I need to. If he says, let me know if Uncle Rico says anything else about the Packers. So I'm going to take him out. I ain't dealing with nonsense tonight, Rico. Mess with the host, you're toast, Rico. Yeah, find a cheap place for feed. And also, I was reading earlier the importance of the pigs and hogs back in the day. back on homesteads and back on in the colonies and in everything. They're like garbage disposals. You could give them sour food, rotten food, and they will still eat it and thrive. And that was one of the main reasons why people had hogs back there, not just because of the meat and the lard, but because they could feed them for nothing. I thought we would be the good, cheap feed place. Awesome. Dutch is talking about or leftovers are barter tool. Heck yeah. I know she is busy. What's going on?
What?
I think they said you're busy.
Oh, who was walking?
We got rain tonight, guys. It's like 45 out and raining. In my place, it's so uneven. The Cowgirls are a great second place team. Okay, Rico, I got something for you. Maybe it ain't popping up. You're lucky. Yeah, Rico, you're lucky. My computer's messing up. Okay, the good feed. Give your pigs leftovers. Okay, here's one thing too. I didn't know this when I first got pigs, and I realized it pretty quick. It's kind of interesting. Pigs create a bathroom, you might say. They'll go in the same. This is crazy. They'll go in the same spot every single time. Mine have every single time. They go in one corner. And what's crazy is after I take them to the processor, the winter goes, and then spring comes, I put 2 more in there. They use the same bathroom. They've been using the same bathroom for 5 years. Okay, and I personally, you guys might have different opinions than me, but I personally, yeah, Cowgirls. Don't bring up Rico. You're going down. I recommend an automatic feeder because there may be times when you can't feed them, just like other animals. There might be a time when you guys call emergency and you have to go off to homestead and you can't get anyone to come check your animals for a day or two. You need to have a source of feed out there for them, feed and water. So especially during the summertime, I have an automatic waterer on mine. I have an automatic feeder on mine because at first when we first got our pigs, I just fed them in a trough bowl type thing, and I went out there and just rationed them feed. And it gets old. It gets annoying, especially if you're not living out here. You have to get an automatic feeder. So I learned real quick to get an automatic feeder. Can you use the manure right to the garden? I don't think so. I'm not 100% sure, Luke. I know the rabbits you can, and that's what everyone's talking about, rabbits being garden gold. I think you have to compost it like horses and stuff. I'm pretty sure, Luke. And Luke, if you're going to do a garden this year, let me know, and I'll have plenty of rabbit manure for you. Okay, I recommend automatic feeder. And I got mine, and I've done a pitch. You've seen it on my video if you watched that video. It's a big one. It's like a $500 or $600 feeder I got for like $90 at the auction. So you can find some good deals at the auction. It's crazy too because there was just a little feeder, like a little square one, like that tall, had just for 2 pigs, and it went for $120. I looked online, you get one for like $150 brand new. Well, then this big one was over the ways. And I was like, man, there ain't no way I'm going to get this. I'm going to go try to bid on it. But I ain't no way I'm going to get it. That little one sold for 120. I still ain't spending over $100. I got it for $90. It was awesome. And it will feed, it says like 20 or 30 hogs. I don't know. A bunch. I think you can, but chickens need to. Yeah, I don't know I don't know. Some of y'all could answer that question for Luke. Can you use the pig manure instantly to your garden, or does it need to be on a compost pile for a while? Old Ways, New Times. Great show, Dutch. Got to go. Thanks, Old Ways. Thanks for stopping by. I compost chicken droppings. Yeah, good. Luke, last year I didn't compost. I let it build up in my chicken house for a little while. And I guess I kind of composted because I put it in a little barrel and it sat there for a few weeks. When I stuck it on my garden, I stuck it on half my garden. I go on to do an experiment. And I'm telling you, the tomato plants, and we started our tomatoes from seeds. The tomato plants that didn't have manure on them were that big in a certain amount of time compared. This is no joke. 3 times my other ones were 3 times bigger. So I'm a firm believer in fertilizer after that. Like sometime, Rico, what are you saying? Like sometimes you can't get a lot of weeds if you use the hog manure. Rico needs to put a video out on what not to do to your garden. He's got a pretty funny story. He had an awesome garden last year, had a drip system set up, everything, and then for some reason he wanted to make his own spray fertilizer. What's up, Simply Circus in the house? Made their own fertilizer, and he sprayed his plants. And in California, we seem to get weed seeds and manure. Have the weed called pig's weed. Okay. Experts do not use pig manure in vegetable gardens due to pathogens. Okay, hey, thanks for pointing that out. Comedian says experts do not use pig manure in gardens due to pathogens. Makes sense to me. Simply, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Forgot what I was talking about. Oh, manure. Comedian answered that. Let's see. Oh yeah, get you an automatic pig feeder. You know, it's going to save you a lot of headache. Dutch, I'm waiting on for you to spring because I did chicken manure on our top garden too, compared to the bottom without manure. Rental Farms, I'm telling you. Hey, if you guys aren't subscribed to Rental Farms, subscribe to him. He's a new channel coming up. He's an expert on quails, I think chickens, and he's got geese and pheasants. I want to see you eat one of them pheasants over the open fire. No piggy poopy in the veggie garden. Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, Luke. No, we did get ice yesterday. We weren't supposed to get any. It was supposed to be north of us, simply. But like always, they lied to you. No, they don't really lie, but they don't really know what they're talking about because it came about 50 to 100 miles further south than they said it was, and we got ice in the morning. Made the roads a little slick and hazardous at first, but then it warmed up to about 34 for the rest of the day and knocked the ice out. But yeah, guys, get you automatic water, automatic feeder. Okay, now I'm going to tell you guys, you guys might not agree with this, but it's okay. This is from my personal experience. I prefer an automatic tank water for my pigs and not the hose. And the reason why I prefer the automatic tank water is because I can put it underneath a shade tree and it stays relatively cool. It doesn't heat up. But a hose, I found out, a hose running across the pasture in the sun, that water comes out hot. And I don't like drinking hot water, so I know the pigs don't like drinking hot water. So I've come to find out the automatic water that I got, big old tank water, it stays pretty cool for what it is. It doesn't get hot. And that's why I use automatic tank water. Dehydration, okay. Let's see here. That's kind of all I got right now about pigs, guys. I went over a bunch of notes I took. I like to try to help some of you guys out. Let's see here. Okay, does anyone want to win a prize? Does anyone want to win something? Throw some hands up if you guys want to win a prize tonight. I got something to give away. It's in one of my latest videos. What's up, Urban Girl? That sucks you're leaving the network. I'm looking forward to watching your homesteading videos. I'm glad you're listening. Cockeyed Homestead, compose rule number 1, always compose droppings of meat-eating animals for a year. Okay, I did not know that. Good job, Cockeyed. She says, always, if a meat-eating animal, leave it for a year. Simply, what's going on, Simply? I missed something. We received a trademark complaint because someone owns a simplycircus.com and claims we use her name. What the crap, Simply Circus? Can you just change it to Simply Circus with 2 S's at the end or something? Let us know. Give us an update on that. Oh, I don't see any hands throw up in the air. Throw some hands up in there if you want to win something. Okay, I'm seeing the hands now. I got like a 20-second delay, I think. Okay, let's see. This is what I'm going to give away. It's going to be simple. It's that folding stove with fuel. I'm going to do a video on this. Not this one. I'll get another one, but I want to give this to somebody that wants to do a lights out case or just do a little cooking. I'm going to tell you what. It stinks. I don't know what it is. The fuel they use, it stinks. but it comes with 8 fuel sources. So, and I've got to use one of these yet, so I'm gonna get this one away. Then I'm gonna go get another one tomorrow or sometime for my video I'm gonna do. I've got a number written down, and you guys are gonna have to be fast, okay? A number between. You guys got to pick. I got a number written down right here, and you have. This is how you're gonna win it. The first person to get this number, I'm gonna give it away, and it's a number between 1 and 40. So go 1 and 40. The first person to get the number right here that I see it pop up, I'm gonna give this to. And hopefully you live in the United States. I don't want to be mailing this to Canada. So first, between 1 and 40, pick a number, guys. I know there's 57 of you in here, but I don't think all of you guys are gonna do it. It's just whoever gets the number first is winning it. Better be fast. And don't type. If you type 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you're gonna get timed out. I think it automatically does it. Okay, as soon as I see it, Urban Girl said 5, Comedian said 27. Between 1 and 40, Susan. 37, Vina, Susie, 22, 37, 37, 15, 27. I'll tell you when I see it. Between 1 and 40. No one's got it yet. 15, 34, 23, 32, 39. Keep going, guys. Come on, this is funny. 17, 16. 23, nope. 40, nope. 41, nope. Yeah, good try, Rico. It's not 41. 35. I don't see it yet. Keep going. You got some of you guys got really close in the 20s, really close. I'm giving you a hint in the 20s. 37, 33, 19, 32, 17, 8, 18. This is funny. It's in the 20s. 23. Nope, not 23. 29, 11, 39, 27, 41, 17, 5, 39.
28.
You can't win it, Brandy.
27.
Quit. They can hear you.
35.
They're all saying, Rico's it's in the 20s. Someone get it. The number's in the 20s. 23, nope. This is funny. No one's got it yet. This is crazy. The number is in the 20s. I said between 1 and 40 and 1, but it's in the 20s. Almost, Luke. Almost, Urban Girl. Really close, Urban Girl. This is funny. I can't believe no one's guessed this number yet.
21.
No. They've said that.
25.
I'm still waiting for it. B-Lady, you're very, very close. No one said this one yet. Oh, come on, my thing messed up. 24 is close. 25, Simply Circus. It's 25. I think Simply, you guys confirm it, but I'm pretty sure Simply said it first. 25. Congratulations, Simply. You have to watch you do some cooking on it. Simply, I seen Simply get it first. If you guys can confirm that, they're the winner. Congratulations. Heck yeah. I'm interested to see how well this works. That was fun. I like doing that. Man, they're still typing numbers. This is funny. I've only got one to give away, guys. Simply Circus won it. You guys got any questions before I get off here? I got about 7 minutes left. What do I do with my sweet tea? They're still typing numbers. Man, there's a long delay.
Anyone has a suggestion for pulling a tooth?
You pull tooth? Get back, sis. Get back. Congratulations, Simply. Vina said it first. Did I miss Vina? Now I'll scroll up. So the first one I seen was Simply. You guys scroll up for me and tell me who got it first. But the first one I seen was Simply, but they were just flying through there. So just let me know. I got like a 30-second delay on here, guys. Did Luke's human? See, I missed it. Because on mine, the first one I seen was Simply. Do I ship ribs? No, Beely, I ain't doing no ribs. Okay, Luke, sorry if I missed you. Okay, Tina, they're saying Luke got it. Sorry, Simply. That was crazy, though.
Who got it?
He said Luke won it.
Oh, you don't ship that?
Kansas City, Luke got it at 9:51. Luke, okay. So you guys, Simply, I'm not taking your prize away from you, but they're saying Luke got it got it first. Sorry.
No shipping for us.
That's funny. Hey, was that fun, guys? I thought that was pretty entertaining. I like that. Hey, I wanted to show you guys something too that I forgot to put in my lights out video. Let's see. Will hogs eat whole kernel corn? Yes, they will. I can get tons of cheap okay, hey, I'm glad you brought that up, Bubba. It was Vinna Dutch. Give it to whoever. It's Bubba's Bumblebee. Go ahead, give it to Simply. Okay, cool. Simply, you want it. Luke said give it to you. I don't care. I just want to be fair about it because I thought that was pretty fun. But I had numbers just flying through here. The first one I seen was Simply. But hey, so Simply. Simply, no, I don't need any more hot sauce. You need more hot sauce. I actually got my fire going too hot in here. It's getting hot. I wanted to show you guys something. I forgot to put in my lights out tub. I can't believe I forgot to show this to you guys in that video. It's a solar crank radio. And I'm also going to do a review on this because it's got solar and it's got a crank on it. And it has chargers where you can charge your phone on it. But you see, it's pretty dang bright. It's got a radio on it. Radio works really good. I've tried it. It's got the crank. You crank it for a minute. For every minute you crank it, it's like a 5-minute charge. It said. So I'll put this in my tub. Maybe if I ever get to like 3,000 subs, I'll give this away. Let's see. Yeah, I just want to show that to you guys. I thought that was really cool. Soak the whole. Yes, they'll eat. Okay, get back to the corn question. They're saying soak the corn, whole kernel corn, 5-gallon buckets of water. They will digest it better. That makes sense. Bumblebee had it way up, but Simply had it. Okay. What number? That was kind of hard, guys. Yeah, that's good. One Dutch. The clone, 80 light clones, no battery needed. Yeah, no battery. I guess there's probably like a battery inside of it. But if maybe if I ever get to 3,000 subs, I'll give this away. It's like 20, 25 bucks on Amazon. It's pretty cool. And I want to do a review on it because I haven't got to mess with it a whole lot. I got my brother-in-law and my father-in-law one of these for Christmas to put in their vehicles. And the thing I like about it is you can actually get a charge on your phone with it, because if you get broke down and you can't start your car, you always have this in your car. So really, I need one for my bug out, or not my bug out, but my light tub and for the cars. No better than either farmer. Grandpa manure used to do that, Dutch. I've had mine for 10 years, and these hand cranks daily. Love them. Awesome, John Lord. Mr. Ren, I need a whole big Kathy. Good night, Kansas. Good night, Kansas. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Lady Apron, we have a hand crank. Awesome. So have you guys decided who won? Because I lost track. If someone can tell me who won, I'll get it out to them. Send me a private message. Now, 25 isn't chump change. I think it was $19.99 if I can remember correctly, off Amazon, and there's no tax, and it was free shipping, so that wasn't too bad. But I like to give one away one time to help someone else get in their bags. Someone could tell me who actually won. Is it Simply, or I don't know. That was kind of a hard contest for me to keep up with because maybe it didn't pop up on your screen like it did mine. The whole corn, though, yeah, I'll tell you something before I get off here. I've always heard if you feed the last month that you feed your hog, give it straight corn. It's supposed to make the meat sweeter. And I want to do a side-by-side comparison. Once I get to the last month before I take my hogs to the butcher, I want to separate them and feed one all corn and one just straight feed still, and do a taste test on the meat to see if it's actually better or not. Thanks again for the shout-out, Dutch. You had everyone else have a great night. You too, Reynolds Farms. Thanks for stopping by. Okay. All right, so let's see here. Yeah, the whole corn, but I always give mine a month out. I give them all corn, just like I've always been told. I don't know if the meat's sweeter because I've always done it. I don't know if any of you guys see any suggestions, but I think at my time, really makes sense a lot of sugar and corn. Yeah, it does make sense putting that in water and letting it digest. I appreciate all you guys stopping by the channel tonight, Homestead Network. Thanks for you guys' support. And you guys have a safe week, and I'll see you guys next Sunday. And I'm gonna try to go over bees next week. I think I'll get some information prepared for you guys. And you know, if I ever give you guys wrong information, it's not on purpose. Feel free to correct me. My feelings will not get hurt one bit. I'm by no means an expert. I'm self-taught and self reading stuff to learn these things and watching other people on YouTube and the Homestead Network. So if I give wrong information that you feel is wrong, just let me know, and I'll correct myself, or I'll look it up and see. But all right, guys, I'm gonna get off here. I appreciate you guys stopping by, and I hope you guys like the new series I'm gonna have coming out on Lights Out, and that little cooking series I'm gonna start too. And you guys have a nice night. Like I said, be safe.